Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the International Conference on Climate Finance, ICCF 2018 here in Dhaka.
We had an excellent inaugural session of this meeting. The Minister of Environment and Forests, Mr. Ansar Mahmood, and the Secretary, Minister of Finance, Mr. Muslim Chaudhry, they were very engaged in the discussion. Overall, we had representation from the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change Secretariat in Bonn.
This International Conference on Climate Finance is being organized by the Bangladesh Center for Advanced Studies, International Center for Climate Change and Development, and Center for Climate Change and Environmental Research, with support from Prakash, British Council, and UK. And we have received about abstracts from 53 countries, but we could accommodate about 53 abstracts in this conference. And out of 43 abstracts, we accommodated 13 abstracts from 13 countries, excluding Bangladesh. But including Bangladesh, we have almost 43 abstracts to present in today and tomorrow.
Plans and Bangladesh has been a leader in terms of addressing climate change adaptation, so we're here to follow the latest in terms of dealing with climate finance issues, to see what we can learn and how we can help other countries and advise them on how to best handle access to the major funding opportunities that exist for climate change. So I hope that this conference we will share a lot of experience from different countries, but also get deeper into the issues of how to improve transparency in handling climate finance.
We're at the beginning of the International Conference on Climate Finance, organized jointly by the Bangladesh Center for Advanced Studies, International Center for Climate Change and Development, which I represent, and the C3ER Center at BRAC University. We have about 100 plus participants, around 40 of them from 20 or so different countries in Asia and Africa, who are going to exchange information on climate finance. On the one hand, how to access climate finance from the global level, and then on the other hand, how to utilize climate finance most effectively, particularly for vulnerable countries, for adaptation to climate change. We're looking forward to 2 good days of discussions and some outcomes in terms of how we can help each other, South-South and South-North, to access and use climate finance to help the most vulnerable communities in the most vulnerable countries.
I'm from Liberia. I work for the Conscious Environmental Youth Alliance. We are into mainstreaming the environment, working to projects that support the Sustainable Development Goals.
What we have done in this conference, that we have actually identified various key areas where Bangladesh and other developing countries.
My name is Shoulua Kintunde. I live, study and work in Canada, and I am originally from Nigeria. I'm excited about this conference, the International Climate Finance Conference here in Bangladesh. I see it as an opportunity to deepen scholarship.
I'm here to present an article about gender equality in climate finance, and my goal is really to show people that we really can fight climate change with only 50% of the population. So we need to include women in climate finance mechanisms and make sure that they have access to different funds like the Green Climate Fund and the Adaptation Fund.
My expectations from this session, the session that I presented at, and also other sessions, is that we truly find a common ground from where we can start, because the problems at the Conference of Parties is that there are just too many differences, there are too many blame games. But if we can find a common ground, maybe we can start from there, because climate change is something that you cannot do via division, but through collaboration.
I believe it was a very successful event. One of the reasons I mention is that there has been very good overview of how to access to climate change finance. There has been very good overview of what is happening in Bangladesh, and we more or less concluded we need to build capacity of the private sector, the public sector, not only how to access or how to reach the climate change funds, but how to manage it. Because unless we demonstrate that we have the capacity to manage, the funds should not be flowing. And finally, in the session, the finance minister, his observations were very proactive, when we said that we suggested what can be done immediately, like push for special fund on loss and damage. He immediately agreed. When he said we need to push for trust fund and resilience fund and strengthen them, he agreed. And we proposed that fiduciary management in the country should be reviewed. So there was support from all across.